go to Avatar tab on the right panel, change mode to custom, then bring ZEPETO A pose avatar. Now that we have the ZEPETO avatar in here, we're gonna need to download zeavric's asset designed for ZEPETO. To do that, click on main menu on top left corner of your screen, help, then sample. It will redirect you to zeavric's website where you can see all the assets you can use to start with your first item. Alright, so next we're going to search for ZEPETO on the search bar. Then click on ZEPETO sample. Alright, so download the sweater ZLS file. Once finished, go back to main menu, file, then append. Open sweater ZLS file that we downloaded on the website. We're gonna delete the patterns that we can mirror copy, like the sleeve here. Also delete unnecessary dots on the bottom line. Press S for line selection tool, or you can also click the line here and then hold shift to click multiple lines. Right click to select the offset to inner line and give distance to 23. Select the internal lines that we just created and scissor. Press A for surface select. Hold shift to click multiple pattern, then move the cut pattern pieces up. Then delete the sewing lines on armhole. Select sleeve and sleeve and pattern. Press Ctrl E to mirror copy. Press V for multi-sewing and sew the armhole line to bodice. On 3D view, we're gonna rearrange the mirrored pattern. We need to place the patterns correctly to fit the ZEPETO avatar. Simulate to see the sewing line by pressing space. Press Shift Space to unsimulate. Then click on top part of patterns and right-click to turn off join-in simulation. Next step is to make the top curve of sleeve flat. To do that, press S for line selection tool, then click line and right-click to divide curve. Then, make a dot point to the end of the sewing line. The line length is 7.1. Continue to do so to both sides. Then, delete 3 dots that consist curve on the sleeve. Looking at the 3D view, the top part of the sleeve is now flat. Now going back to top pattern pieces, we are going to shorten the width to show off more shoulder. To do so, click the bottom line and press I to divide curve. Create dots for each side with a length of 4 cm. Do it on the front bodies as well. Next, press Q to make internal line. Click on that point and hold Shift while dragging the line so that the line is vertical. Press Enter when you finish creating line. Select the internal line that we just created, right-click and scissor. Then, delete the side patterns. Press C for single sewing, then sew the shoulder seams. By dividing the curve, make the dot points with the same length as top bodies. We're gonna have 4 cm apart from each side. These points is to locate sewing lines with the top and bottom bodies. Sew the top and bottom bodies with single sewing. Then select all top pieces, right-click and turn on Join-in Simulation. Now we are going to lengthen the top to make it dress. Select the bottom lines, drag down, right-click, then put distance to 4. And simulate to relocate the bottom hem pattern down on 3D view. Make sure you have your gizmo to world to move it vertically down. To change from local to world, you can use the shortcut Shift G. This time, we are going to create the shoulder piece that goes around the arm and body. First, select all the line using line selection tool to find the sum length. The sum will show on top of the mouse cursor. Then click rectangle on the right top, single click on 2D view, then type in width and height. Make sure it's unsimulated, then deform and place the pattern around the avatar. We need to give activation order higher than the others because this piece will go on the very top of the clothes. So for this pattern, let's have activation order of 5. Now sew it together with the other patterns. I'm going to keep adjusting the patterns to get my desired outcome. We need to relocate the patterns to prevent jittering. Now we saw that the dress is pulling up, so we're going to fix this with physical properties. So highlight all the patterns, then set all physical settings to default. Press Ctrl plus left click to pinch and hit space to stop the simulation. Then press T for tags and place on the pattern and on the avatar's body. Do the same for the other side. Keep adjusting with physical properties to lower the tension. Okay, so the sleeves look stiff, so we're going to adjust it. Right-click on bottom line and click Offset Inner Line. Let's have distance to 14, then check Extend. Right-click on internal line and click Scissor and Sew. Then click here, right-click, select Line to enable Curve. Now I'm going to recopy the other side. Then sew the parts that are missing. Select Sleeve Pattern to adjust physical properties. Now go to Simulation and lower the mesh quality to 1. Play around with physical properties until we get the wrinkle shape that we want. Let's now work on the turtleneck. As we can see, the pattern is too long for the avatar's neck, so we're going to press Ctrl mouse wheel to deform. Right-click to offset outline to extend the piece to create a fold. Select the internal line, go to right panel fold, then check on fold in 3D. Make 2 other internal lines. These lines is to give volume curve. Lengthen the width of the turtleneck. And simulate to relocate the pattern piece. Then increase bend value on physical properties to make it stand. Hold with tacks on the shoulder line. Last, we're going to create shin socks and legs. Press M and make a new surface by approximating the leg length of the avatar. Then, deform it around the leg. Control left click to pinch down to make wrinkles. Now if we have our desired wrinkles, press T to tack it in place. Mirror copy it to the other side. Then reset simulation to finalize drape. Let's apply texture to test out the mood. Last step is to export it to FBX.